students, today we will discuss the fifth chapter from our syllabus, that is coal and petroleum. You all have seen the coal which is used in urban areas for cooking the food. Before we go for the discussion of coal and petroleum, we need to understand two terms: sources and resources. If we are getting something from a person, one place, it is our source. But instead of that, if we are having a staff, if we are obtaining the things in abundant from nature, then it is considered as natural resources. Just look around us. We are having office, we are having textbooks, we are having teacher, air, water, sunlight, land. Classify these examples, and from that we are getting the concept of two terms: inexhaustible natural resources and exhaustible natural resources. Exhaustible, which is limited, which will be finished after its different use. Opposite to that, inexhaustible natural resources. The resources which are available in unlimited quantity, which cannot be exhausted, finished, lost by the human activity. It means that, say we are talking about sunlight. We are having abundant sunlight luckily in India. In Western countries, we are getting sunlight, but for short duration of the year compared to India. We are using this sunlight, the solar energy, in so many different ways, which is the human activity. But because of the use of this solar energy in water heater, in cooking the food, in street lights nowadays, and somewhere it is used for running the vehicles also. Because of all these activities, have you heard that solar energy has been stopped? It has been lost. It is not available now. It is finished. It is exhausted. No. That means whatever is the form of solar energy, sunlight, and for whatever duration of time we are utilizing this energy, it is not getting exhausted. It means it is available in unlimited quantity in nature. And that type of resources are known as inexhaustible natural resources. Likewise, we are having air and water also. But in last 50 years, the resources air and water has been polluted because of the human activities. So we are having that is in unlimited amount, but the usable form of air and drinking water, potable water, is reducing, so we are feeling this scarcity of that. That doesn't mean that it has been exhausted. It is completely finished. It's not like that. The second resources, that is exhaustible natural resources. They are in the limited amount in nature. It can be exhausted in few years because of the natural activities of the human beings. We are using coal, as I said just now, for cooking. Earlier it has been used for producing electricity also. Today also in thermal power plant it is used. It was used to run the engines, and it has been used for street lights also. So like this, if we are using that for few more years, and with that the factor, you are knowing the human population is increasing like anything, so the demand of coal is increasing. Even petroleum we are using in vehicles. So maybe in coming few years, these resources may get exhausted. It will be finished. And that's why we need to save it. We need to conserve it. Before we go for that discussion, let us understand the story of coal, that is the formation of coal in nature. And for that, one new term you need to remember, that is fossils, which is the dead remains of living organism. Living organism, that is plants and animals, human beings also. You all are knowing that plants as well as the animals, human beings are having lots of organic compounds in their body, which is having carbon as main component. Before 300 million years, the earth was covered with dense forest. Then due to the natural calamities like floods, earthquakes, these forests were buried under the soil. Remember my friends, the process has been started before millions of years. It took millions of years. And that's why the word exhaustible is related with that the time it will take to form and the time, the speed at which we are consuming that will not match. Okay, coming to that story once again. As that dead plants and animals were buried under the soil, due to the high pressure, they were buried deeper and deeper, and we are knowing that near the center of the earth, as we are going from surface to the center, the temperature is rising. It is higher. So because of that high temperature and high pressure, this dead living organism has been converted slowly in a solid black color form. And that black color solid we are saying as coal. So the main constituent of this coal is carbon and one more compound of carbon, which is methane. So the process by which this dead vegetation is converted into coal is known as carbonization. Even today also, the coal is used as fuel in industries, in thermal power plants, and at so many other places in human activities. So as we discussed that the formation of coal is a slow process. It takes very long time, and the consumption of coal is very fast. So coal, petroleum and natural gas is considered as the exhaustible natural resources. If we will not save them for coming generations, they will surely finished within few years. This coal is having few more types of that, which is coke and coal tar. Since coal has been formed from the dead remains of plants and animals, it is also known as fossil fuel. When it has been heated, burned in air, it is doing reaction with oxygen of the air and produces carbon dioxide. Besides that, when the coal is processed in industries, it is producing the other important products like coke, coal tar and coal gas. Out of this, coke is a tough, porous and a hard substance. It is almost the purest form of carbon. It is used in manufacturing of steel as well as in extraction of other metals.